You didn't know that there's companies that'll pay you to be an employee and work from home in legitimate traditional employer jobs, not just a work from home, create your own business type job. There are companies that will pay you to be at home and do things like answer the telephone and do the. I'll go through. I have a few of them right here, and first one is Vicky Virtual. Vicky Virtual, and Vicky Virtual is a receptionist, and you just have to be friendly. You don't have to have a college degree. You don't have to have experience. I think you take a little test to speaking, and you just answer the phone for small businesses, take messages, set appointments, and things like that. And they say you make $10 an hour, and you can go to kyvirtual.com, to fill out an application and start the ball rolling. You can do that. I think you need a headset and a PC for that, and you don't need a landline phone, but you do need internet connection and a computer with a headset, and you will answer the phone uh, and be at home. That's what you do, and you'll be at home and you'll be making $10 an hour for Vicky Virtual, and that's the one job that you can do from home. And it doesn't matter if man or woman. It doesn't say it has to be a woman to be a receptionist. Just throwing that out there. Not that maybe I'm stereotyping, but it doesn't have to be a woman to be a receptionist. Could be a guy to be a receptionist. Could be whoever. The next one is transcribes. So, you do transcriptions um, of you do captioning, translation, and transcribing different videos and audio tapes and stuff like that. And you get paid by the minute. You get paid 40 to 65 cents a minute of audio transcribing. So the one that I found is rev.com, rev.com. Okay, you take a grammar test, and they get back to you within 48 hours to tell you that you're okay, and no special equipment you needed. And it's weekly pay. They pay PayPal, and it's weekly pay on Mondays. And you're a freelancer, so you're freelancing for them, and whatever work you do during the week. Some people are working 40 hours, some people are working 20 hours. It was a bunch of really good reviews, and I think it was good. And it was on Forbes as a company that Forbes endorsed as one of the companies. And it said that it had benefits and 401k, but I think that was just for the people that worked in the office in San Francisco. But you can work anywhere virtually, transcribing whatever it is. And there was also translation. So if you speak another language fluently and you can transcribe to another language, two languages. Okay, so if you're listening to this, I'm assuming one of them is English. So you can do that as well. There's translations involved, so you can do that. So you get transcriptions, and you got Vicky Virtual, and it's 1 and 2, and 3 is Good Starters. Now this Good Starters is interesting, I thought, because that people sign up at pharmacies when they get on new medications, and you'll get the list, and you'll call them to make sure they're taking the medicine correctly, make sure they're taking the medicine on time, tracking side effects, seeing what's going on with the medicine, and reporting back what you find. And you have a script to ask them what to say and what medicines and everything. And you're not selling anything. You're inquiring. They've already asked, for the help with they've signed up for this, so they're expecting you to call. It's not like you out of the blue you're calling these people, So but there was a $45 background check that you had to pay. You needed a landline, a phone, a PC, internet connection, and you're an independent contractor as well with that job. It says you're making $14 to $18 on one part of it, and on another part of the site it said 17 to 21. I guess it depends on the jobs. Okay, but that sounded pretty interesting to me, and it looked like you could make some good money. And it was paleogoodstarters.com. Good Starters, goodstarteru.info. Goodstarteru.info. So that was another one you can do, and I thought it was pretty interesting. The people are already asking you to call them, so you're not calling them out of the blue. So you don't have to worry about people getting mad that you call them. So they're expecting, and you're being helpful with these new medications that they're on that they don't understand. And if you ever had somebody that had to take medications every day, life-saving medications, and maybe they weren't all there, or they were forgetful, and they didn't know if they took it some days, and it's very stressful for people and family members. Not so this would be a good thing to have, a peace of mind that your family member is being helped with their medication. So I think that's a good job to have, if it pans out for you. So there was also a couple of things that I found interesting. That, all these big companies, they all have on the bottom of their web pages, for employment, careers, contact us, or whatever. And some of the big ones let you work from home. Amazon has virtual jobs that they advertise for $18 to $28 an hour. Depending on, I'm sure you have to have some kind of college degree and some kind of discipline and know some things or whatever. So, but the jobs are there for Amazon. American Express is another one. American Express looks for customer service reps. You have a headset and you answer the phone and you do customer service stuff. I think you need experience for that. And that was $15.73 an hour, and you can go to American Express and just fill out an application right there online. Netflix also hires stay-at-home people, but that's temporary jobs. It's like year-long engagements. You have to catch them at the right time. I don't know if there's one available now, but I did come across one, but I think it was closing. You'll probably be closed by the time you see this. But always check, because you never know when the next one's going to be. So the Netflix, and U-Haul's another one. So U-Haul, you're at home and you're answering the phone. And it's like for breakdown service. When people rent these U-Hauls and drive across country or wherever they're moving to, and they break down, they would call a number, you would answer the phone, figure out where they are, hook up with the GPS, and get a tow truck and direct the tow truck to them and get them the help that they needed. And as far as getting them another truck, getting them picked up at the side of the road and all of that kind of stuff. So that's what you would do for U-Haul. And so you would go on uhaul.com and you go down to the bottom, look for careers, and it's all there, these careers, these companies, you got to look for them. You got to look for them, because they do pay you to work from home, to stay from home. They have benefits. They're legitimate, just like working for a company, just like working for any other company, except you don't have to go to work the one company was based in San Francisco, and they don't care where you live. They'll pay your PayPal every Monday. You're a freelancer. The Good Starters one, you were an independent contractor, I think. So I don't know how that works really, but they probably send you thing for taxes at the end of the year. You have to pay, so you have to figure that out for yourself. But I'm sure you'll get involved once they hire you. They'll explain all that to you. So that's what, in a nutshell, what I have for you today. And like and subscribe. I'm going to try and get some of these jobs, one video a week, to do some of these stay-at-home, legitimate company type jobs, instead of just a work from home business, or working with apps and all that other crazy. Some people think that's crazy stuff. Pie in the sky, working from home, creating your own business, your own streams of income. They're more comfortable, with a brick and mortar company that they're working for, and getting a salary, a base salary. And that's fine. Whatever you need to do to work from home. I believe in multiple streams of income. You could have one of these jobs and still be doing other things on the side, a couple hours a day, and pulling in extra income from other things, because you're home and you're doing things at your leisure. So, like and subscribe. Thanks a lot.